What up, bro?
What up, bro?
Converted my tablet
I see.
into a camera. Hi, Beth.
Hello. Can I go ahead and put the pizza in the oven?
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
Why no, Moken? You ain't hungry?
no. The fucking oven ain't fucking preheated yet.
Oh,
Leave it preheated. Let's get in there, and by the time it gets heated, the pizza be done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I got sick last time.
Oh, bullshit, because I didn't cook it last time, smart ass. You did.
Last time I cooked one downstairs.
You cooked it.
I
You.
cooked it, yes. And you know what? I didn't fucking preheat the fucking oven.
Get smart with me and
God
show me.
damn. Oh, I'm back.
welcome back.
So what are you printing?
An incense burner holder, bro. Three skulls on the end. The bottom skull will hold the incense over the tray, but it's three skulls. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Right on. Infilled like a motherfucker, huh?
No, not really. I only got it on 15% infill.
Yeah, no, that only shows the top. It don't show like the inside or nothing. The front.
Was you able to see it then?
No. Oh, that's why I'm making me a pizza because I was falling asleep while I was healing. I was doing dungeon typing to you.
Yeah, I full size the screen.
Yeah, all it shows is the front. It don't show like the top angle of it. It sits up too high. Your stand don't stand up that high.
No, I could go higher with my stand. I just got it close so you could see the faces. What up, Dan?
What up? What are we watching?
I'm 3D printing.
Yeah,
Apparently, he's been live for 2 hours.
right. Watching a lot. What is that? A face?
No, that's an incense burner holder. It's got 3 skulls on it. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil
Oh,
skulls.
so that's the bottom monkey, and there's 2 more going to be above it.
No, they're just skulls, human
Skulls
skulls. Yeah, with their
hands.
hands. Yeah. Look at the bottom. The bottom one is see no evil.
Was that some kind of galaxy shift fucking filament there?
No, it's
Oh, that's the whole single sculpture. I can see it now from this. Huh. Cool. I'm getting shifted back to first shift, guys.
why?
Because they're getting rid of second shift altogether.
Really?
Yeah, they're closing the window span.
Why is that?
I don't know. Probably so they can have 2 guys in the mornings on the phones when it's most busy, and not one guy sitting there for 4 hours that only gets 1 phone call. Because there's more nights that are like that than there are. And when I do get when there are a shit ton of calls, it's people who have problems that really should have called in during the daytime when the actual in-house engineers were available.
Right.
You know, like with software problems, because like if there's a glitch in the software, that's not a tech hotline. That's a software engineer issue. You know, that's where you got to get debugged. Whatever's wrong has to get debugged and possibly revalidated and written into the next firmware update. Shit like that.
Oh,
So it's not really in the line of the tech hotline kind of deal.
okay.
So yeah. So what are we doing?
Where'd Moken go?
I don't know.
It
He
don't
must have had
matter.
to go
You've
take a
just
shit
opened
break
the
or
access code
something.
to this game, a game in which your destiny depends upon your own decisions, and where the ultimate
You want to
weapon
end the stream and
is your
restart it
mind.
though.
No, I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please take your seats at this time as the program will begin momentarily.
Alrighty. So, listen, guys, this is our stream. We're adding it with my 3D print videos. So, I'll mark it in the info bar so everybody knows. But it's at 2:08. So, at 0.2 hours and 8 minutes is when the podcast actually started. So, just so you know. Anyways, I'm Gen X Dave. That's only lonely. Moken 420 will rejoin us here shortly. There he is. What up, Moken? Anyways, the reason why you
I don't
guys don't
see
see
you. I
my
see your
lovely
3D printer.
face, yeah, the reason why you don't see my lovely face is because I'm recording my 3D print for a job for a guy who likes skulls, and I
You
told
know,
him I'd see what I find and
Okay, then
beauty
move
is
your
in the eye of the
webcam.
beholder. So
do what?
Move your webcam. Keep your tablet on there. It'll be fine.
Shut up.
we don't need 2 views.
Here, how about this?
You know, the only way people watch these is if you do a time lapse in like 10 times speed, so that they can
Right?
watch it like because then it's all satisfying. It counts as a satisfying video.
I don't even know what the fuck you just said.
You play
So,
the
so what you would do is
entire.
record the whole thing, and then put it up here, speed it up, and
As
then
a
post it.
time lapse, as an accelerated time lapse.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like where, haven't you seen those ones where like they show it from the top down and like the whole thing prints like within 5 seconds and it's done?
No.
Like the bamboos have a camera on it that'll do an automatic time lapse for you, where it'll take a picture at the end of every single layer, and then it runs it in a high speed video, so you can like watch it build up layer by layer, like super fucking fast.
Oh, well, I don't know how to do all that because, I'm not computer inclined to
Well,
do that shit,
it,
bro.
it starts well if you don't want to do it. Like the easiest way to do it is just to start with getting the video like you did. So like this video here, what you would want to do is use your photo editing software and crop just the portion of the print out, right? And then you just change the playback speed to 10 times.
We'll be fine.
So you're saying you don't know how to do it, and I'm saying all you got to do is like change your angle and then change the playback speed, and then you could like put every single print you do up there. There's one dude I watch. That's all he does satisfying 3D prints. I think is the channel's name, and that's all it is like all these little short things. So
You probably have to show me how to do all that, bro, before I understand it. You telling me ain't getting nowhere with me.
you know how to slow down your speed on a video? Do you know how to watch a YouTube video in slow motion? You click on the little settings box and you change your speed.
Let me see here.
It's the same principle. Like you can change your playback speed of your videos automatically, and you can automatically run them in fast forward mode. I want to hear it.
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay, so now I can tell. It's 3 skulls stacked on top of each other.
Right.
And the second one's almost done.
Yeah, second one's almost done. It's almost on the last one.
Oh, you can hide the camera and keep the audio. Nice. That's nice. Luke.
Jesus. This dude's going to be in and out of here all fucking night. Well, I figured we'd do a podcast since we ain't done one in a few days. I needed a break. I'm sure you guys did too. So there's that. I was going to DoorDash all day today, but I decided not to.
Yeah, you didn't do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I took a
I
week
DoorDashed.
vacation and didn't do a single thing except for
The first-
a little bit of house cleaning.
The first thing I did this morning when I got up was realized I left my PC at work.
Oh,
So
So you had to go pick that up.
So got dressed, went and picked that up, went DoorDash for like 2 hours, and then came home.
Yeah, I took a week vacation to assist my old lady with prepping and recovering from a colonoscopy. And I did nothing I wanted to do beyond that,
That's amazing.
right? I mean, I cleaned up all the trash out of a room that I
Oh,
plan on remodeling soon, but
oh, did you?
yeah.
Is that the one you're remodeling into a studio?
No, my old bedroom's going to be the studio. It's also going to be the print shop and the studio. The print shop studio. The studio. Yeah.
Yep. Well, anything interesting happening other than that?
Wow.
No.
Do you know what the difference between a hippo and a Zippo is?
Zippo, you can light.
Nope. One's a little heavy and one's a little lighter.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I knew that shit was coming. Ah, Jesus Christ.
Alien dad jokes is fucking hilarious, man.
Let's see about you. Nope. Get blocked.
Shark's tooth. Get blocked.
Yeah, all these fake ass fucking X accounts. Oh, yeah, Elon. Listen here, bud.
Oh, yeah, isn't that funny?
Hey, listen here, buddy. These fake ass fucking accounts. Yeah, see? Yeah, zero post. Just joined. My ass.
Hmm.
Block. Block. Yeah. Oh my God.
Dude, that's how people like Harry Sisson get 1 million followers in a few weeks, and nobody likes or cares for their opinions. His opinion. Which, for all those, he's currently staging a misogynist thing. For those of you who know who Harry Sisson is, he's a Democratic. He's a Democrat
I can't stand that little boy.
influenced child who knows nothing about the real world.
Yeah.
And
Right after
but
Trump got elected, like, with the election shit,
yeah,
he said he's been elected for 2 weeks and he hasn't done nothing. Duh, you dumbass.
yeah, Harry Sisson's a complete fucking cuck. He's like, people should already know this already. Like, and for those that don't, is because they're part of the Mind Hive Democrats. Like, but all the Republicans think he's gay, and the Independents think he's just irrelevant. And apparently, they're trying to come out with some stuff where he's been pretty much a dickhead to women, trying to get them to send him nudes.
He
And
don't deserve nothing like that.
well, it's funny because most of the Republicans thought he was gay. So
Well,
like,
I mean,
and I kind of think this is like a conspiracy, like a staged thing. Like he paid a bunch of women to claim that he was being a misogynist asshole to them. I don't know.
that's funny.
Because I'm still with Kurt Metzger and thinking that the dude's he's full of shit. He's gay. Like, dude, what are you like? Are you like collecting women's nudes on Twitter so that you can I don't know, share them with your straight friends, make them think you're cool?
Right? Because he ain't. I didn't know he had friends.
Right? That's what I thought.
Jesus. Like, I didn't know he had friends. That's new to me.
Dude, if you ever seen any of his videos,
I don't approach women in real life, much less online.
right?
It ain't worth it.
Right?
I already got my woman. And if I
Well, you
didn't,
can't
I
trust
wouldn't be
anything
looking
today
for a new
anyway.
one.
Because you can't tell if it's it or not.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can tell. Like, there's always some kind of.
Hey, look, bro.
you
There's a
expect.
guy. There. Listen to this funny ass shit. A South Carolina man sets himself on fire while attempting to torch a Tesla charging station.
That's funny. Well, they're handing out 20 years for vandalizing any Teslas.
Oh my god.
20 years. Done.
Yeah, they're trying to classify it as a hate crime now.
What?
Vandalizing Teslas.
Vandalizing Teslas.
Oh.
They're trying to rate
Because
it as
the
a
left
domestic
is
terrorist
doing that
kind of
so
thing.
much that, yeah.
Hey, I just don't want that to be the end all. Hey, I don't have a legal right to do anything, but I'm going to call it terrorism, so now I can do whatever the fuck I want without worrying about anybody's rights.
Yeah, that I hope it don't go down like that.
Right, and I kind of figure that's what it is. In some kind of way, I feel like this is kind of like a false flag event. All the lefties who are protesting Tesla.
Yeah.
Well, all the Cybertrucks got recalled. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, there's always been recalls on Teslas because they're like one of those manufacturers who like get the car out and like if there's something that
Your
wrong,
mic's
they need to
messed up.
fix. Anyway, how about now?
That's better.
I said all the Teslas are like that. They have been historically because that's kind of the way they do things. They try to get the fit and finish done and get everything out of the factory, and then they figure, well, we'll just make you bring it back into the dealership when we decide we wanted to change something.
Yeah,
So-
it's some kind of chip in the dashboard that they need to switch out or something.
Okay.
Not for
All right.
sure.
I'm out of here. Talk to y'all later.
You leaving?
What?
Leaving?
Yeah, look at your phone.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking, asshole. You could hold on a goddamn minute. I'm about to get off here and eat in about 6 minutes. All right, you got 5 minutes starting now.
No. I gotta go get my shit out of the oven. I'll talk to
Yep.
y'all later.
All right. It's just us two, Dan.
Yay.
Yeah, this print's almost done, bro. It's pretty nice.
Right. Oh.
Turned out better than what I thought.
Yeah. Looks like you got it on a pretty nice, slow and steady pace. So.
Yeah, it's just I don't have it turned up 100%. It's at 50.
A bed slinger.
Yep. I want to get me a Bamboo A1, but I don't have the money. Even if I sell both my printers to one person for one lump sum, I still won't have enough for the Bamboo A1.
Yeah. Well, I might not have enough for a bunch of shit coming up because I'm a full week away from payday, and I got $200 left to get me And I got less than an ounce of weed on me, and I smoke about 2 ounces a week. So
I wish I
if
could.
you figure about half of that 200 I got left is going to go on weed, that means I got 100 left to get me the week. At least I
Yeah,
got no
well,
plans to do anything like leaving my house wise, but it's hard to get anything done in my house because like I don't have all of everything of anything, you know? Like if any project I want to like tackle, I'm going to need stuff. Tools, supplies.
well, you got more than I do, bro. I probably got about 2 bowls left to last me for 4 days, and or 3 days.
I'd be making Brian get you weed. Brian,
No,
smoke a joint with me. I'm taking a break. You're supplying all the weed for the week.
this motherfucker looks cool as shit, man.
Yeah. Is that on it, or is that where you put the camera?
That's where I put my tablet at. It's acting as a camera.
Yeah.
That's not the camera you see.
That's how I would move it. Get it straight on so you can get a good look at it. Why do you got a prime tower down there? What the fuck is that for? Is that like
What are you talking about?
this big ass fucking rectangle right beside your print? The fuck is that?
This?
Yeah.
That's the tray that catches the ash.
Oh,
That
okay.
that is like a puzzle piece. It goes
Yeah, I get it now. I get
connects
it.
to that.
Wait, put your hand next to your screen. Like, just to get an idea how big this is. Like, no, next to the screen on the next to your printer screen. Like, cover it. There you go. Oh, okay. So this thing's no bigger than your hand. Okay. Now I'm starting like, cause I can't tell how big your build bed is. Like it looks like about the same size as A150, huh?
Yeah, because it just.
I like how you got I like how they have the little screws underneath, the little knobs to adjust your bed leveling manually.
Yeah,
But, like
I
I like
hate it.
the auto bed levelers too,
Yep,
though.
that's what I like. That's what I want. That's why I want an A1.
A what? A bamboo A1?
Yep.
That would be nice. There's on bad printers, dude. They're like $250.
The bamboo A1 is 500, brother.
Huh? Well, they got one. Don't they got a small format one?
Yeah, I don't want that one though. I want the A1 because it could do up to like 30 or 16 colors or 32 colors or something like that.
Yeah, I thought you can put them on all of bamboos. Have that.
Not all of them.
But I thought they had like a P1 that was like real fucking. It was a real small package, and it was only like $250. And you're getting the same quality print. It's the build plate size that's the difference between the models. So like, it would knock this out. It would have been done with it in the time that we've been on in this half hour we've been here. But the bamboos, they're not bed slingers, so they can print a lot faster.
Exactly.
So, and the bed slingers are kind of a pain in the ass for some of the taller prints. Like they're real nice for like small, big prints that take up the whole build plate, but they're real kind of pain in the ass for any kind of tower.
I haven't had an issue.
Well, the issues that you would typically get are hard to see on some of them. Like the main one you get with the bed slingers is ringing. They're real hard to get rid of the ringing. You know what that is?
No.
So ringing is where if you're looking at the layer lines, there'll be a pattern that starts to form within the layer lines of ripple pattern. And that ripple pattern will occur at different spots on every level. And sometimes they'll occur on the same quadrant of the build plate for the entirety of the build. And you can always pick them out when you're being critical, but from a distance you won't be able to see them typically. And what it causes is like harmonics in the bed slinger moving back and forth, where you'll start to get a buildup of where there's a frequency vibration in the bed that they call it ringing, because after a while that's what it does. The bed starts to ring and shake, and what it'll cause is little waves that pop up in your build.
I had that problem a lot, and you know how I cured that problem on this one?
Normally you can just change your speed and that'll do it all by itself, because
No,
it's about
that
resonance.
ain't how I did it.
Yeah.
You know how I did it?
How?
I completely took the bed completely down and tightened the auto levelers.
Yeah. Well, that could have been what's the primary cause of it then. But even with everything assembled properly, the snap maker will still have ringing from time to time. They actually put an algorithm patch in their firmware to try to help anti-ringing. You turn it on in your slicer, and it'll try to determine the harmonic frequency that ringing occurs at, and make sure that it will always moves faster or slower than that speed, and it won't move at that specific speed.
This thing's cool as shit.
I think Bamboo Slicer has something about it too, but there's a really, because it's not a bed slinger though, so there's not a whole lot of ringing going on to begin with. But you can still get it.
Bamboo is just a cleaner. It's just the prints are cleaner, nicer all around.
Edge
everything
lines
looks better. Everything.
Yeah, like you can throw a bamboo print in a vapor bath for five minutes and pull it out, and you can't see the layer lines. It'll melt all the layer lines, but with that Elegoo or some of the other ones, like the what's the one, Ender?
Yeah.
The older Enders and the Ender Pros, like pretty much anything that hasn't been engineered in the past 2 years, it's going to do it real bad.
Yeah, but I like my Elegoo though.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. They're all pretty cool little toys. But
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like my
toys.
Yeah, I like it, but the reason why I want the Bamboo A1 is because I think it's either 16 or 32 colors, and all I got to do is set the stand next to it and run the colors through the tubes into the extruder, and it feeds itself. Once I get the filament started, so far it feeds itself. And and what I want to do is I want to set it up so I could sit there and get on the tablet, do a program with supposed to hit colors and what spots. And that way I can fucking sit there and learn how to do all that and make really nice shit. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers are outdoing me and I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot to learn, man.
I
watch a lot of 3D printing tech nerd or whatever it is.
Here's the thing,
Dan.
of
3D printing YouTubers.
Right.
So, like that Integra or whatever, the guy I put on in regards to the Tesla thing.
Yep.
He 3D prints everything. That's like everything that he makes, he 3D prints pretty much. But what were you saying? Here's the thing.
I can't learn and be taught with videos and books, bro. I got to do it hands on. So the only way I'm going to learn is if I do it. Get the machine, get it here, run the program for it, get everything
Well,
set up on
there's a
the
lot of
PC.
things you're not going to learn just by doing it though. Like there's things that I didn't even know my 3D printer could do that are in the firmware that I didn't know about until I watched a video of somebody saying, "Hey, I'm going to try this." Like scalar printing, where like before they had adaptive layer heights, you could always program that shit into the slicers. And it was just the fact that so many people were figuring out how to do that is why they just made it a slicer feature. But your printers all have capabilities and things like there's all kinds of shit that you can learn without learning. Like just the fact that you're watching a video to like figure out, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like, oh, I didn't know it could do this. It's not a matter of really being taught. It's a matter of getting the idea by watching it, the inspiration and the idea from watching someone else do something similar. I see your thumbnail up there. It's the 3D print.
Oh, yeah.
Like this one guy, he 3D printed his own Google Glass. Do you know what Google Glass was? You remember Google Glass?
Yeah.
The little fucking holographic heads-up display that you put on your
Yep.
glasses. He 3D printed his own, and so with his, I think that was Joel was his name. I'll look him up real quick. But so here's the thing. I never thought to do that specifically. I wanted to make smart glasses. But if I wanted to specifically do the Google Glass, when he did his own, he put an open source software on there and links to the parts. So everything you need to make your own Google Glass from scratch is right there. So there's literally nothing needed to learn. It's watch the video, buy the stuff, download the files, and put it all together. And without him, I wouldn't even have realized that was something possible with 3D printing, because my thoughts were they just suck. Like 3D prints suck. You know? I mean, because I'm from the metal 3D printing industry.
Right.
And in order to get something that is going to 3D print a piece of plastic with the quality you would get out of a plastic press, a die cast, or a metal 3D printer, in order to get anything close to those strengths and qualities, you would need to spend like $50,000 on a Stratasys. But then Bamboo came out, and a couple others. Like I think Ender did like a K1 or something that's like the equivalent quality and speed of the Bamboo.
Right.
But before we got to that class of 3D printer, these things are all just for 3D printing plastic toys, you know?
Right.
But that was the thing. It was like 3D print nerd Joel was one of those guys that he goes finds out of the box things to make. Yeah, 3D printing nerd.
Oh.
Huh. Okay, so this is over a year old. He's got over a year old video. Okay, that's weird. I'm wanting to see if he's done a review on Bamboo's AMS TPU. So you're familiar with what I'm talking about?
I know what TPU is.
Yeah,
It's a type
well,
of filament.
yeah, a type of filament that doesn't naturally work in the AMS systems.
Right.
Automated, yeah. Uh, so Bamboo came out with an AMS compatible TPU, and apparently it's stellar. Like, it's phenomenal.
Right. Really.
Yeah, and I kind of I want to find it here. Somebody doing any kind of review on it. So Joel just put out a video with 3D printed copper with the EOS system. The EOS was one when I worked at SLM. EOS was their biggest competitor. They actually both came from the same company. The one company like had a divide in the corporate office, and they branched off and became two separate companies.
Okay.
One was EOS and the other one was SLM. They are both from Germany. They're both from Lübeck, Germany, or wherever the fuck it is. But they both make core. Well, they both make fiber laser systems, sintering systems. Is their
Right.
best. So it's a fiber laser that's using a galvometer system to basically laze and sinter together layer after layer of metal. But it's fucked up. It's a harsh field, man. They all put patents out like instantly on anything they do, even things that seem like, hey, this should just be a utility thing. The way you do it, like using a nail to put two boards together, you can't really file a patent on that. Like But
Wow.
that's how these 3D printing companies do. Like, there's a patent for the direction of the broom that comes across and levels each layer of powder. So both these companies have separate patents on how they solve this problem, and they're both common sense applications, and neither one of them are allowed to use each other's methods, and neither is anybody else. So if you wanted to, like, say, make a 3D printer to sell to somebody, it would be illegal for you to make your broom go in the same direction as theirs. It's pretty stupid in that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I am wanting to see this.
How dare you?
And there's also the dude that made the Gridfinity. Who did that?
The Gridfinity. What is the hell? Is that a 3D
Yeah,
printer?
have you not seen anything about that yet?
No.
That is the 3D printed organization thing that they have. So Joel's pretty much more the 3D printing nerd. Joel, he's pretty much more reviews new technology as it comes out. But there's this other guy who made the Gridfinity. Let me look him up. I thought his name was Joel too, and maybe not. Gridfinity. Zach Friedman. Okay, his name's Zach. So, yeah, he's a good guy too for doing crazy shit. Like, you want to just straight rip off one of his videos here and just watch it? I'm sure he doesn't give a fuck. Neither does Aura, I bet.
Conceals a mad scientist's alchemy lab, stacked with bizarre chemicals, terrifying tools, and secrets within secrets. But this is not an antique. It's mostly 3D printed. From the contoured velvet to the wooden tray to the stamped wax seals, Everything you see is partially or completely made on an ordinary 3D printer. Past episodes featured countless curse techniques and funky filaments, and today we put them to work. Prepare to see dozens of tricks that can take your printing projects to the next level and see them in action. I'm even going to show a few I have never before revealed. And you
Oh,
want to
that's
know
cool.
why? Because
You want
I'm
a wax stamp?
300-year-old mad scientist slash sorcerer slash surgeon, ripped from the pages of a gothic novella and armed with reality shredding potions and a dashing mustache. I'm about to meet over 100 new
He looks
test
like he's about to go to, like,
subjects.
some
wedding
medieval
guests.
times
They are
bullshit.
simply
Right.
dying for my experimental procedures. Vampires, fairies, and sweet succulent mortals. I am Nerio, self-styled student of all things mundane, arcane, and metaphysical. Allow me to humbly welcome you to Voidstar Lab.
No.
Tells the time, a grand grimoire with a dungeon within, a mechanical marvel inspired by a 400-year-old engraving.
There we go.
I designed
This one
Gridfinity
might
to be the ultimate modular workshop
Gridfinity.
organizer, but I never thought it would end up like this. Prepare yourself for the craziest, most creative ways to use and abuse.
Okay, this might be a
14mm
little advanced, but so the thing is this little modular system here you see,
Yeah.
it's been an ongoing thing. Apparently, like there's like 4,000 people in the community creating different tools and organizers and shit that snap right into these. So
magnetized matrix, because this is Voidstar Lab, where things get ridiculous. Ladies, gentlemen, and cyborgs, my dumb nuts and bolts tray has become one of the most popular 3D printed projects, period. I'm not bragging, because I didn't really do it. You did. At this point, my primitive original bins and base plates are outnumbered 100 to 1 by superior versions made by open source community members like you. As Gridfinity matures, I've noticed an interesting
Gridfinity.
development. More and more makers are treating it not as a storage system.
See, they're even
as a
inlaying-
general-purpose modular
see all the
foundation
inlaid
for things that have
fucking
nothing to do with
magnets and shit so that everything stays where you fucking put it. Now people are like making connects fucking things and shit, and apparently this one is motorized. Like it moves automatically, like it's automated. You can program it to like
tidying up
It's
your
fucking
workshop.
crazy.
That's what I'm featuring today. And just to get ahead of some comments, if these seem like gimmicks, it doesn't matter. No one is doing Gridfinity wrong. I refuse to let anyone even imply I support that kind of dogmatic bullshit. So-called stupid projects constantly turn out to be unexpectedly useful. Case in
Oh,
point,
I would slow
the
your
cardboard
print down
Gridfinity
there
bins
for
by
the
Daniel
finish,
Black,
man.
which use toilet paper rolls for sidewalls, inspired the project's
Ooh,
dead name,
ooh,
Shitfinity.
this is-
I usually bleep out the cussing, but out of respect for the craft, I'm gonna
This is where I always get the most scared in my prints, man. Like, oh my god.
Bro, I'm fine. Trust me.
I just saw some wobble to it, Dave.
That's because I hit the camera with my
Oh,
knee.
okay. It was your camera wobbling, not
Yeah.
the print. All right.
Right.
It looked like a significant wobble. I'm like, man, it's going to tip that fucker over. You don't got a brim on it. You don't got a raft. You don't got nothing.
Yeah.
You don't even got what's it called, a skirt? Which is skirt. I don't even understand how the fuck a skirt can help bed adhesion. I think it has something to do with like purging the nozzle of old fucking plastic before you start. Like, I don't know, so that you get like the hottest run, you know? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm running at 220 on the NOS. The bed is at 60.
Yeah. Whew. 60 millimeters per second.
You know, the bed is at 60 degrees.
Oh, 60 degrees hot. Okay. So
Yeah.
not turned on at all, basically. Room temp. below
No,
room temp.
that's as high as it gets.
Oh, you got it
I
Celsius.
could go
Okay.
up. I
60
could go up
degrees
to
Celsius.
yes, 60. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna let that one slide. Its creator claims he modeled the original 2x2 version in 10 minutes to post on the 3D printing subreddit.
What?
That's right. This
Earned
model
toilet paper
is a
rolls?
shitpost. But when Dave logged back in, Shitfinity had floated to the top
Shitfinity.
with over 1,000 net karma and almost
What?
100 comments begging for the fight.
Shitfinity.
Case in
Let's look at
point,
that again.
There's some comments. If these
Using
seem like
toilet paper rolls. This is
gimmicks, it
fucking
doesn't matter.
genius.
No one
I like
is
it.
doing Gridfinity wrong.
I'm
I
gonna do it.
refuse to let anyone even imply I support that kind of dogmatic
I'm gonna
bullshit.
fill my house
So-called
up with
stupid projects constantly
shitfinity
turn out
containers.
to be unexpectedly useful. Case in point, the cardboard Gridfinity bins by Daniel Black, which used toilet paper rolls for sidewalls, inspired the project's dead name, Shitfinity. I usually bleep out the cussing,
Shitfinity.
but out of respect
Ah, that's fucking awesome. We can take off the CCs. There we
for the
go.
craft, I'm gonna let that one slide. Its creator claims he modeled the original 2x2 version in 10 minutes to post on the 3D printing subreddit. That's right, this model is a shitpost. But when
It's a
Dan
shitpost.
logged back in, Shitfinity had floated to the top with over 1,000 net karma and almost 100 comments begging for the files. Dan had inadvertently crafted
Dan.
the ultra
This
rare
is not me.
triple
This is some
crown
other Dan.
shitpost. Funny, clever, and actually useful. Quick aside, fuck Reddit and anyone who still works for him. Those dead-hearted corporate
Yeah,
fart
fuck
suckers
Reddit.
supported the psychotic fascists that arguably clinched the 2016
Porn
election. If
peddling
you currently work
pussies.
for Reddit, you should be ashamed of yourself. My original bin design guzzles filament and print time. I optimized it for grabbing, not fabbing. By replacing 3/4 with a toilet paper tube, 4-slot Shitfinity bin actually prints faster and consumes less filament than a regular
my lord.
1-slot bin. There's even a printable template to help you cut
That's
the poop
fucking
tubes down
cool.
to size. It's faster, cheaper, and more
I'm
eco-friendly, all because someone wanted to make a shitty pun. Just be warned, this is a tricky print. The rim part doesn't have a lot of surface area to grip the bed, and the base part has some, let's just say, optimistic bridging. You'll also need to, of course, stockpile some toilet paper tubes, unless your sister-in-law is an art teacher, and you do that anyways. If your kid is a middle schooler in the Denver area, the art on your fridge may be made of something that was once wrapped in something that touched my butthole. I think the story has two morals. Butts
What
are
the
funny,
fuck?
and fun does not mean frivolous. You can solve serious problems
Jesus.
Why?
without
Why
having to
would the
suffer.
toilet
Nothing
paper why would the toilet paper bowl holder touch your butthole, Zach? That doesn't make any sense. You what? If you run out of paper in the middle of a fucking wipe, you use the roll itself?
Yeah.
How did these touch your butthole? What the
Right.
fuck are you doing with your fucking toilet paper rolls?
simplifies
wrong
this
with
like
you?
today's sponsor Brilliant. It won't just teach you math, science, and
that's
tech. They will
fucking
make
funny.
it so fun you will want to keep learning. That segue
What is
was
wrong with him?
fucking buttery. When you think of learning science, you think of scary shit. You're definitely not thinking about how every single widely tested theory describes the real world well enough to predict the future. It's kind of what
What?
science is.
What
Suppose you started
fucking-
there first. You
is
build
this
a
a
bridge,
Brilliant
then you
ad?
learn static physics. You try to hit a
I
target,
think
then
so,
you learn
yes.
about
I'm rolling a
vectors. You
cigarette.
figure out
I
why
don't
these
got
gears
time
aren't
to
in
fast
place.
forward
yeah.
this shit.
If they're in a circle, you need to have an
What?
even
Oh, well,
color.
I guess
Believe
we're
it or
plugging
not, our
Brilliant
final print today
tonight.
actually depends on this principle. That's what makes Brilliant special.
Oh,
Each and
yep,
every
there it
topic
is.
starts with
Yep.
functional demos built to feel like real-world problems. Once you get a feel for the dynamics, the theory almost
There you
explains
go,
itself.
Dave.
They're even adding
You want to get your IQ up fast? There you go, man.
I'm good.
That's all that is. That's all I'm seeing is an IQ test there. That's all that was. Here, let's get
real-world block.
There we
Speaking
go.
of blowing things up with the power of your mind, tabletop RPGs and Gridfinity go together like Benedict Cumberbatch and Jensen Ackles that time they had the
I might
TARDIS to
sign up for a
themselves.
Brilliant
Behold,
account so I can see if I can elevate myself to genius.
as in Beholder.
Then when people say, you think you're a genius, don't you? I'll be like, fuck, I got, yeah, I could show you my results.
Like the monster from D&D. The Gridfinity
come
Dungeon
on.
Kit by C Cohort.
That looks
These walls,
cool.
doors, and flagstone floors
So he's
transform
using
any
it
base plate into a
D&D,
battlefield you can
Gridfinity
reconfigure on the
D&D.
fly. It's pretty handy if the
I like
wizard
that.
keeps trying to blast through the walls like a
You get a
fucking
thumbs up for
asshole.
that
No,
shit.
Alonzo, the module does not mention how thick the floor is.
I like
For the
that.
low price of free, you can lay out an infinite variety of labyrinths to tactically
The low
spackle with
price
blood,
of
guts, and
free.
presumably urine. Because have you ever seen a toilet in a goblin hideout? The 42mm grid isn't
That would be a good idea. Would, like, you see what is this guy called over here? You see him?
Dude, that's a mimic.
Yeah.
That's the mimic.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than a Mimic I downloaded and printed. Like, you can actually see its teeth and shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, the Mimic I had, the teeth all fell off. And that was on the Bamboo just because it was a shitty file. You know, I didn't make it myself or pay for it. It was just a free
Right.
Thingiverse fucking bullshit.
just a storage standard. It's also a standard
But yeah, I would definitely 3D print a bathroom to put in my D&D.
scale for wargaming. If you prefer bolt guns to lightning bolts, C Cohort's got you covered
Who's
with
watching?
the Grimdark
Is
spaceship
that Luke
kit.
watching?
It's gothic, it's
I don't
grimly,
know.
it is just
Oh, I
begging to
can't
be
be
blown
on the
apart by a
show, but
sonic
I can
cannon.
watch.
It's also a grenade rifle. It's also a flaming electric guitar wielded by a dude in leopard print bell-bottom power armor that may also be on fire. I don't know who painted this thing, but it belongs in the fucking Guggenheim. But let's return to the oubliettes and wingsuits. For a hobby that's supposed to be all about imagination, D&D nerds sure bring a lot of crap, and nothing pops the immersion quite like pouring
Crown
plutonic
Royale
solids from a
bags.
Crown Royal bag. Well, bring our next model to your next game night, and I guarantee you, the entire party will say, "What the f*** is wrong with you, dude?" The incredibly large tome for playing Dungeons and Dragons. That is the actual beginning of the actual description of the Dungeon Master tome by Bearded Printer, and let me tell you, it is accurate. This very voluminous volume packs a print bed edge to edge. It calls for 30 magnets and a pound of filament, and it'll run you $10 for the files alone. The result is a glorious grimoire that unfolds into a slick, self-contained supply station.
What
A clever
the
linkage hoists the
fuck?
cover up and out of the way,
Oh.
ready to mount the included collapsible dice
Dude,
tower right on
I
its ring.
fucking
The
love
same
it.
magnets that secure the lid also keep the dice tower from falling off. The whole thing is very clever. Technically, the tome isn't actually Gridfinity. It's an example of a project inspired by it. He used a simplified 30 by 30 by 25 unit. I took the liberty of creating a Gridfinity base plate, a frame to hold the dice tower, and a half-width bin to pad out some of the awkward gaps. Now it's perfect for storing paraphernalia like dice, pencils, and cards,
And
and
pot.
while it can store minis, like with DTM Hawk's 24 unit bin,
That's
the
what I'm gonna
standard
make a pot case out of this instead of D&D.
25mm dude is just a titch too tall to stack a dice
Take those vines on the front there and the fire and replace them with pot leaves.
tower on top. I also want to clarify, you are allowed to make paid Gridfinity models. I'm not a fan of selling something that can be infinitely copied, but I want Gridfinity to be truly open source, and that means giving you the freedom to make
If
it
I was
yours.
able to
To
get
the
that
creator's
file
credit,
for
his
all that
instructions are excellent, and the
there,
models
what he's
themselves are
doing, what he's
extremely well
showing right
optimized.
there.
So as long as your printer is
If
at
I
least
had
200mm
the
or at
money,
least
I would
access, it's
definitely.
surprisingly easy to print.
What, you
If
want
I
that?
if I had the money to print all that D&D shit that he's talking about, I would fucking definitely have the files.
Right here. You can find it right here.
I don't have the money for it. He said it's $10.
I'm seeing it on things right here. Oh. Oh yeah, you're right. $10. Oh, so he didn't put the actual. Well, that's fine. I mean, I wouldn't want it exactly like this anyway, so I don't think I would pay him for his. I think I would take inspiration from his and make my own. Like, but that looks cool. That's pretty cool.
No, you know how he built that one. Go back, bro. Go back. Like, keep going.
That's the main pick.
No, keep going. No. To his video.
To the video we were just
Yeah.
on.
Okay,
Yep.
go back to where he first started talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's this thing.
Yeah, see, I wish I could have the program to print all that and
That's right.
stuff like that because I would print the fuck out of that shit. I got so many D&D friends; they would love to have something like that.
That's on Cults.
Cold 3D. That means it's going to cost.
And it's free.
Oh, is it?
It's free on Cults. So,
Okay.
Here, I'll throw
Now,
the
what is
link
it?
in the. I'll throw the link in the chat.
All right.
So, can you copy and paste from our chat, or do I
Private
gotta throw it
chat.
in the notes?
Throw it in
Here, I'll
private.
just throw it in the notes there. It's in the notes on the stage. Yeah, that's a cool one. Cyberdeck is pretty cool.
One of my favorite things I've ever built is before. Our next model is the complete opposite. Free as in Friedman, literally zero documentation, and less a printable project than a project idea. It's also one of the only models I've ever seen that's based on not one but two of my videos. You are looking at the Gridfinity Cyberdeck by Vinacurst. A Cyberdeck is sort of a custom-built laptop from a parallel universe that reached a technological singularity before they invented the hinge. One of my favorite things I've ever built is my Data Blaster, a Cyberdeck with a wearable eyepiece and battery-packed carry handles that one day will short out and burn my house down. The Gridfinity Cyberdeck is exactly what it says, which is convenient because there is no description. There isn't even a look at the pictures and assemble it the same, bro. There aren't any pictures. I don't even think the creator built this project. The construction's actually pretty simple. You just jam 3/8-inch wooden dowels into these brackets, slide on the special base plates, glue on some triangles to prop up the display part, and add Gridfinity. I really like how the holes are serrated so they can bite into the dowels and lock the whole thing together. Now we have the perfect platform to fill with futuristic shit. And where does one find mini monitors with Gridfinity sockets on the back? One does not. One really should have done some homework before blowing half a reel of expensive glowing Starlight filament on them. So one ended up designing a complete set of Gridfinity Cyberdeck accessories. That's Cyberdeck accessories, but I made them into one word. First, we have a 7-inch display I ordered years ago for the Cyberdeck project that became the Mirage keyboard that I swear is not dead. It's just napping and holding its breath.
Right.
I already need an
Fucking
enclosure to mount this thing
20,000
to my
fucking
video camera, so I
boxes
just
in my
merged it
house.
with Gridfinity sockets. This is when I realized Vinacurst opted not to add magnets or screw holes to the Cyberdeck's base plates. I decided not to reprint mine because I kind of need the rest of this filament. This is what I use for the collaborator plaques I put up to honor our most generous supporters. You know, the ones that make future videos possible by chipping in at patreon.com/Zach Friedman. Like, comment, subscribe, buy the merch, join the Discord, check our affiliate links, visit brilliant.org/Zach Friedman. Pet a dog. Not my dogs, though. That would be weird.
Yeah,
Nice
hey
to
Zach,
dog,
throw
then
up
pet
some
it. I built a
affiliate
tray
links
to hold
for.
this terrible folding keyboard
Oh, he probably
trackpad
does have
combo I bought
affiliate
at Micro
links.
Center. Let me tell you, this thing's fascinatingly terrible. Look how tiny they made the V key and the T
Sponsored
key.
by
I can
Brilliant.
understand
There's one
skipping on
affiliate
V,
link.
but T? That's like
No,
the
he
most
doesn't.
popular consonant. Like,
Zach, man, throw up some affiliate links to your shit there, buddy. I'll get some affiliate links from Bamboo, and I'll buy my fucking Bamboo filament through your channel.
the tray to hold this terrible folding keyboard trackpad combo I bought at Micro Center. Let me tell you, this thing is fascinatingly terrible. Look how tiny they made the V key and the T key. I can understand skipping on V, but T? That's like the most popular consonant. Like, if space gets a giant key, T should get a giant key. Besides, who doesn't love a T key bar? For power, I'm using the Chargeek battery I reviewed ages ago. I modeled some brackets so my charge wouldn't run all over the place. Finally, we need a CPU, and I caught a break. Elon Kushner designed this nifty inclined Raspberry Pi stand to proudly display this Pi 5 a Discord member sent me. Unfortunately, he sent it a while ago and Discord doesn't let you search your DMs anymore, so I can't thank you personally because I forgot who you are. I'm so sorry. Behold the possibly first actual Gridfinity Cyberdeck. What it lacks in rigidity, portability, efficiency, practicality, aesthetics, and everything except modularity, it makes up with modularity. Are you sick of this incredibly stupid keyboard? I am. Its stupidity is incredible. Swap it out for Raspberry Pi 400. Of course it's better than a Pi 5. It's 80 times more number. Empty space is unacceptable, so let's add another monitor. And why not an Arduino too? And a breadboard. I inadvertently recreated one of those Radio Shack My First Circuits console things. You remember those? Of course you don't. You're not a fucking million years old. I'm also adding a bin of Q-tips to swab the deck. It's the worst joke I've ever made. I gotta admit, this is way less useless than I expected. As a prototyping platform, it's really handy to keep your breadboard, CPU, power, and parts in one tidy package. Alright, once you add the wires and stuff, it's like tidy style, like a
That's pretty
kosher
cool.
style deli that'll put Swiss on your pastrami. But no matter how you slice it, this is a fun project. It's a little pastrami humor for you. Speaking of impractical projects based on iconic retro stuff primarily associated with New York City, our next one is even more of all of that. If
Batman.
you were a superhero. The pouch-covered
I am
utility
Batman.
belt. That's right, we're Gridfiniting your pants. This is Chris Creates Crap's modular utility belt clip, designed for manly men things for men, like hammer and nails, chugging
We're
beers,
men.
and catching fish.
We're men
And very
in
little else,
tights.
considering those are the only modules.
See, he
the
got
creator
Google
made.
Glass on.
Do what?
He got his Google Glass
And
on.
very little else, considering
Yeah.
those
All right.
projects. Our penultimate transposable juxtaposition assemblage eschews pragmatism for buffoonery.
All right.
And I have to use big words
Yeah,
to feel
cool.
smart.
A little
'Cause
marble
the
machine.
vertical gridfinity carousel. And
Oh,
if you're wondering what
cool.
happened to that, it kicked my ass. That idea turned out to be way too hard for me to actually make, and the whole thing's been on standstill while I figure out what to do. Nick Fugal beat me to the punch with what's possibly, probably, almost certainly, definitely a better solution in all respects. The Gridfinity Carousel Dash Motorized. This Gridfinity Ferris wheel uses a planetary gear system to hold 5 revolving base plates rigidly upright, and while these counter-rotating gears in gears on gears might look like insane over-engineering, they really aren't. Nick's design is extremely well conceived and far more sturdy, elegant, and light on filament than my chain link idler wheel paternoster monstrosity could ever have been. Nick based his design on the book wheel, a revolving rack by 16th century military engineer Agostino Romelli, conceived to help scholars consult codices too massive to spread on a desk. The secret sauce is an epicyclic gear system, which is incredibly fun to say, and also multiplies torque to the point where a single piddly hobby motor can wrangle 50 fully loaded full height bins. This
That's
means
cool.
you don't have to worry about evenly distributing the load. Gravity never stood a chance. It is a lot of stuff to print, but apart from the big broad base plates, none of these prints are very challenging or need any cleanup, and as long as you're only putting a couple pounds of crap on it, you can run the whole thing in PLA. I used Rainbow PETG, carbon fiber ABS, and glass-filled nylon because I got a reputation to uphold. Assembly instructions are video only, which I don't like, but they're focused enough to actually use, which, I do. As I constructed each sub-assembly, I realized how thoroughly this design has been refined. Apart from filament, all you need is 2 of the most common kinds of screws, 2 of the most common kinds of bearings, a gearbox motor, a jack, and a switch. And since the jack mounting plate is a separate bolt-on part, you can easily customize that in the slicer for whatever panel mount hardware you already have. My only qualm is it doesn't have magnets, and while the trays spin so smoothly, they're probably not necessary. I just like the feeling when a bin pulls itself into position.
Right.
So I modded the base plate to put them back. The feet are also separate parts, so you can make a tabletop version like mine, or hook yours to the wall with a simple French cleat, which is also 3D printable.
Dude, I kind of got an idea from this to like modify this to be a filament roll holder. Could you imagine that?
Yeah.
Like mount it on the wall, like the way he has it held right there as a wall mount, but it's much big enough that you have like 5, like a star configuration of filament spools, and it'll
Right.
rotate around to put whichever one that you need.
Nick even included just the foot mounting plate isolated, so you can easily make your own interface. Again, just great optimization.
Cool.
Hey, look, my camera's shut off, disabled for some reason, so
Yeah. Oh, hey, we're back to just this. Hi, everybody.
yeah.
Your actual camera shut off too.
Yeah, I don't even see you. Actually, my cam 2 shut off because I shut it off.
Oh, that's why it's like no camera.
So, and I'm like, why did my
Did your-
other camera shut off?
Did your print finish?
Yeah, my print finished. There you. Yeah, see, I don't know why my camera shut off.
Weed is my therapy.
So I don't even know
Technical
what the hell.
difficulties.
Yeah, technical is
Well, I guess that's as good as time as any. Any new good songs to throw up there before we go?
bro. I don't
New
have a clue.
songs? Let's see. Let's look at YouTube Music real quick and see if anything's come out lately. New to you. Show more.
I've been too busy.
Oh yeah. Too busy listening to music.
No, too busy fucking working and door dashing, bro.
Right. What, to listen to new music?
I listen to the shit that I like.
I pick songs that I like on my Google, and I let it do the radio station,
Yeah.
and then that way it will throw on new songs of the same same genre and a lot of times. So that's how I found a lot of the independent people I listen to now, like High Res. I found him through liking other artists and starting radio stations out of independent artist songs. And then
I'll
boom.
fix this fucking camera.
Yeah, did you get it yet?
No, but I will.
Breaking Benjamin came out with an Awaken music video. I don't even remember the song.
There I am. What up?
I don't see you.
Oh shit! It shut off. What the hell?
Shut off before I could switch over to see you. Hi. Boom. All right. Well, so Breaking Benjamin came out with Awaken. Looks like it's a dystopia thing. You hear?
You see me?
No, I don't see you. I see your logo. No. Folks, we're going to play this song while you try to figure that out. Breaking Benjamin, Awaken. So far, so oh, she got a little glowing thing in there. Oh, that's a big piece. The secret is in the light. Rise. There you are. I see ya. Oh, you're gone again. Oh, there's a behemoth. Only the lonely joined. No, he didn't. I'm already here. Whoa. Boom, 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 boom. Hi.
Okay.
Oh. Quit it. Quit it. What are we doing? I hear you. But that's cool. What's wrong with your shit, Dave?
Dude, I'm not fucking for sure, bro.
Your print's gone, your video, your camera's gone. What? Hi, everybody. The host has left the building. He may not return. Maybe he will. Someone asked their magic 8-ball. Will Dave return before Dan ends the stream? Outlook hazy.
Yep. We're I don't know what. We're having technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. So
Hey, did
anyways,
you know
what?
in 1999 in the Matrix movie, Neo's passport expired on September 11th of 2001?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, that is Thriller the Gorilla pointed that out.
I did not know that.
Here, let's look at it. That's fucking. I didn't know that either. It's unique. Oh, look at that. Wow. Right there it is. September 11th, 2021. Wow. That is weird. Caution 9/11.
Huh.
Oh, that was in Judgment Day, 1991. That was in Terminator. Huh. Wow. The dildo of consequence rarely arrives lubed.
The fuck?
Lego says it sure did. Guess it gets even deeper. Right? The Matrix is pretty fucked up. I mean, especially when it was written by a pair of brothers who based it like strictly on the story of the Bible, and then and even like all the symbolism of the chaoticness of the resets in the Matrix, like how when he's talking about, well, first we gave you a paradise and you just couldn't fucking deal with it. You were too happy and you just need to destroy yourselves. So we put you in another world and you just killed each other for thousands of years, and basically saying like entire human history was them trying to figure out the Matrix
Damn.
in a manner that would get us not to kill each other. Because it doesn't help if all your batteries kill each other. And it is, yeah. It's very weird. Can you bend a spoon with your mind?
No, fuck no, and I'm not going to try. I could bend it with my hands. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Mind
girls,
over
and Giants, Dave, that's only